Imagine a machine that can disappear beneath the ocean for months, travel halfway around the world without refueling, and carry enough power to wipe out an entire city. This isn't science fiction. It's a nuclear submarine, one of the most complex and secretive vehicles ever made. Welcome to Strexed, and today we're diving deep into how these underwater beasts actually work, from their mini nuclear reactors, to how the crew breathes hundreds of meters below the surface, to what makes them practically invisible. Let's see why a nuclear submarine is basically a city, power plant, and war machine all rolled into one. At the core of every nuclear sub is a nuclear reactor, usually powered by uranium-235. Here's how it works in plain English. Inside the reactor, uranium atoms split apart. That's called fission. This releases a ton of heat. That heat turns water into pressurized steam. The steam spins turbines, like massive underwater jet engines that creates electricity and turns the propeller shaft. It's basically a mini nuclear power plant that never needs to refuel for 20 to 30 years. That's why nuclear submarines can travel around the world without ever surfacing. The reactor gives the sub unlimited energy, but the real challenge? Fitting everything inside a metal tube that's only about 30 feet wide. Inside, you've got the reactor room, control center, torpedo bays, living quarters, and even a kitchen. Every inch is planned, even the air you breathe. You might think being hundreds of meters underwater means you'd run out of air fast, but nuclear subs are self-sustaining ecosystems. They split water into hydrogen and oxygen using electricity from the reactor. Carbon dioxide is scrubbed out of the air using special chemical filters, and fresh water is made by distilling seawater with the reactor's heat. The only real thing they can't make is food, which is why missions usually last only as long as the pantry stays full. When you think stealth, you probably imagine fighter jets. But submarines are the original stealth machines. They're covered in sound-absorbing tiles and built to eliminate noise. The propeller, or screw, is shaped to move silently through the water. Even the machinery is mounted on vibration dampeners so nothing rattles. To see in the darkness, they use sonar, sending sound waves and listening for echoes. But even that's tricky, because the moment you ping, other subs might hear you. So the best crews rely on passive sonar, listening quietly for other ships instead of announcing their position. There are two main types: attack submarines, SSN, fast, stealthy hunters that chase enemy ships and subs, think the US Navy's Virginia class, and ballistic missile submarines, SSBN. They carry nuclear warheads and act as the ultimate deterrent. They stay hidden deep underwater, ready to respond if the worst ever happens. They're not meant to start wars, they exist to prevent them. Here's what a modern nuclear sub can do: travel around the world without surfacing, stay underwater for 3 to 4 months, and power an entire city if you hooked it up to a grid. Its only real limit? The human body. Because after months underwater, no sunlight and recycled air, even the toughest sailors start to lose it. So next time you see a quiet patch of ocean, there's a chance a billion-dollar machine powered by a mini sun is silently cruising right below. The nuclear submarine isn't just a weapon, it's a technological miracle. The ultimate proof of what humans can build when survival, science, and secrecy collide. If you enjoyed this dive into the deep, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Strexed for more. I'll catch you next time.